Hi, all, and say hello to the podcast, episode 45.
I hope it is. I don't know.
Oh, yeah, 45.
Might be 46. Okay.
He might be saying something I don't know about it.
Yeah.
Episode 45 of the Hydra Link podcast with you, me, and the other guy. We'll get it right out of the way. We'll do all the questions. One, how'd you mind your body, your soul?
I was like, he's starting with something. I'll give him this. I was ready to ask that. I'm doing chill. I'm very happy to be here. Thank you for having me.
That's it. Our guest, Cameron, the Shrimp Kicker, and featuring Cameron, the Shrimp Kicker, and also starring Cameron.
Directed by, produced by. No, yeah, I cannot complain. Today's a pretty good day. It's my girlfriend's birthday week. Happy times.
Shit.
And yeah, I am just chilling today, like ready to chat some shit about the channel and about life. Yeah. How about yourself? How's your mind, body, soul?
I'd be okay. I'm kind of coasting. I've been coasting for a while until like the season starts up, and then I'll go. The only thing that's been slightly changing is getting more involved into the versus community.
Yeah.
Which is, I don't want to be super into it.
Totally.
If that makes sense. Like on the making things run thing. Because like, the recent thing that I've done is that there's been like no Sonic games for people to race. Only
Really?
Sonic Adventure 2 and then Sonic X Shadow Generations, which is like the latest game. And no one else has suggested games, but yet there's like 3 Crash, 3 Spyro, fuck ton of Mario, and yada yada dese. But there's
That's
only
surprising.
those 2 Sonic games. So I was like, what the hell? Why is that the case? And they're like, well, just put in the suggested games and we can get it done. And that day I got Shadow the Hedgehog, Sonic Heroes, Sonic Colors, because people wanted Sonic Colors, and Sonic Rush. And I was like, and all of them are so easy of a round structure. You know why? Because it's fucking a simple game to get through. Shadow was a little difficult, but Sonic Colors is like round 1, beat world 1.
Yeah.
Beat world 2. The only thing I took out was the final thing because it's too
Repetitive?
no, they're on rails.
Oh, sure.
So it's kind of just like boring and it's 3 levels. So
it's hard to really race something that's
it's 3 levels for a final thing, and it seemed boring to add it as a round, and it seemed unnecessary to add on to a final round with the last level. It would be too long. So I was just like, nah. Plus, no one would be said like, oh, I don't get to play where I go down the theme. Sonic Rush was literally like 2x boss, 2x boss, 2x, just like that. Another simple 6-7 round structure, and heroes again, 2x boss, 2x boss. It was so easy, and no one wanted to do it. And I was like, what the hell? And even people were like, I want to play a Sonic game. I was like, cool, which ones do you want to play? And they're like, I want to play Sonic Colors and Sonic Frontiers. Why do so many people want to play Sonic Frontiers? Like, a great game. But what the hell? When people are like, I love Sonic. Oh, yeah, what's your favorite? I like Frontiers. And it's like, what? Plus, that's like horrible for a round structure because you gotta beat enemies to collect gears, and then the gears open levels, and then the levels give you chaos keys, and then the chaos keys open the chaos emeralds, and then to get all the chaos emeralds, you get to the boss, and then you also gotta get like friendship charms to do story progression with friends. It's a lot. And
election fest.
The only thing I saw to make it like someone did, I did a round structure, and then it was like round 1, get to this thing, 25 minutes. Okay, round 2, beat this island, an hour and 40 minutes.
Oh my God.
There's got to be a different way.
There must be a better way.
And the only thing I saw through speedruns was that there's little digging spots, and these digging spots can get you like 25 friendship charm or whatever, and sometimes chaos keys, and sometimes but like they're the masters of this game, so they beat the game in like an hour and 40 with all these tricks and knowing where everything is and all that. It's just not a game to run. It's not. Unless they also said you don't have to beat the game. You could just play the game.
Sure.
And we'll round structure it that way, which is maybe that's how you have to do it. But to round it all out, I don't want to be part of this, of like structuring anything or a coach or like nothing, because they're going to do Sonic Colors. Which, again, I'm like, oh, God, why'd you pick that one? I love Sonic Colors, but it's like, it's not fantastic. You just remember it being fun. And they want to do it because the person running it always wants to do the most latest version. They want to do Sonic Colors Ultimate, which is not the best port. God. And what's sad about this port too is that it was done by a studio that I don't even know what else they've done. And it has crashes, and it doesn't look as good. And the thing that everybody's like, oh shit, what do we do? Is they added a new system where you have a tails recovery. And what this tails recovery is, if you fall into a pit, he just brings you right before the pit.
Sure.
And if people are like, we want to play the original version, they don't have that. So you got to go back to the checkpoint, which is like crucial. And they're like, can you turn it off? I'm like, no, you can't fucking turn it off.
That is,
well, don't collect them. You start with one. You're guaranteed to have one. So that's still unfair. And in my mind, when I made this thing, Ultimate was not even on my list. I completely forgot the game came out. It came out on my birthday. I played it once, done. And I never wanted to play it again. And it's not like we can't play the other one because it takes Classic controller and GameCube controller. You don't have to play this one. And you don't have to buy it if people don't have it.
Yeah.
It's just choose this one. Why are we... And you can crash. There was crashing problems.
Oh, God.
When I tested it, I finished the level, I crashed, and the level wasn't complete. So it's just... I don't want to...
And they had to base it off of something. Like, was it just voted on as people's favorite?
Just so many people were like, what Sonic games you want? I want Frontiers and I want Colors. So then I made Sonic Colors. They didn't even mention Sonic Ultimate. Sonic Colors Ultimate. I just called it Sonic Colors, and people are like, we're going to play the Ultimate version. And I was like, that's a problem.
Someone who's just like never played it.
Everybody keeps being like, so what's the big deal? And I got to keep repeating it. Like, there's this fucking system that's happening here, and I was testing it, and someone else was testing it, and there was too many crashes. There was a crashing problem. I don't know if it's in the game. I don't know if it's when you screen share it on Discord. There's a problem here. And people keep being like, well, what if you just turn it off? You can't turn it off. What if you just don't collect it? You start with what? Like, I got to keep repeating that this is not an avoidable situation. You do it or you don't. And I understand Grimm's issue of being like a coach and like keep having to go like, no, it's an after party. I said it's an after party. No, we're not doing it. That like he has to keep answering these questions. And even like, it's a chat box. So I said, Grimm said, like, apparently there's a thing on this thing, but they might be able to avoid it. Right under it, I say, no, you can't avoid it. You can't turn it off. Somebody comments right underneath that comment. So 3 comments below mine. So can we just turn it off? It's look! I hate it. I really hate it.
Yeah, that's sort of dealing with a large amount of people. You're always going to run into people that have miscommunication issues, and it's hard to avoid that. But fuck, that makes it even less enticing to be in any sort of control position. I get it. I don't love dealing with people. I was pretty known for keeping a cool head in like customer service, but gosh, not my favorite.
And then I've also we talked about how we have to do haikus like immediately.
Yes.
I still remember. I'll get to it, but this is just in the streamline of thought. I've also been in enough of beginning verses with multiple people. I don't like that either, because the community is great and the idea is awesome, but just when you add more people, it becomes a little bit harder to juggle.
Yeah, definitely.
Our times are like, say our setup time 2:30, we go at 3:30. There's been many times where we extend over 3:30 because of somebody having technical issues. Questions need to be answered because I understand he has a lot on his plate, but the guy running it sometimes doesn't put everything out there.
Sure.
Sometimes they don't add the host. Sometimes there's been issues where the wording has been misconstrued. And sometimes he doesn't know the game that's perfectly going on. So he's just like, I don't know. That's just what we're doing today. And they have people that are the round structure people stick around to answer the questions. But he still has the final say. And there was one where we were doing Super Metroid. And it was, they were trying to figure out, because they originally had it to where you doing the virtual camera on OBS and then you just put it on your webcam.
Yeah.
But they wanted it to be more consistent with frame rate. So now you have to take out the preview window and screen share that. And the people were having like little finicky things with that, such as when they do the preview window, it would be very wide when they shared it.
Like stretched.
Yeah.
Gross.
And twice this has happened on two separate updates where I'm telling them restart the OBS and it can fix itself. But both times they're so like, oh, man, what do I do? I got to figure this out. They're ignoring me. They're ignoring me so hard, and I'm repeating it and they're not listening to me. And I'm like, am I just muted? And then Grim's there and he repeats it and they hear him. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? I'm trying to help these people. And then it became such a joke that like they asked the question like, what should I do on this thing? And I'm like, well, you got to, I don't even know why I answered, because they're not going to listen to it. And they didn't. And then later on, I told them something, and then they replied after 40 minutes. They replied to an answer, and I was like, he's muted me, so can someone tell him this? And he's like, I don't have you muted. I was like, then why the fuck aren't you answering me? And it's like, what do you mean? I was like, I've been trying to fix this problem for you forever. And they're like, oh, I didn't even hear you, man.
Oh my gosh. How? What do you?
No one else was talking either. Like, it's insane. A call of 12 people. No one else was talking but me. And it didn't get heard. It was so...
That's so defeating, yeah.
I turned it around. We played Sonic Adventure 2 and I won that one. And I think I retired that day until they do other games, because they play a lot of Mario. But that has been how I've been doing. I've been dealing with that.
There, how often have you been versusing?
Whenever I can. I mean, work's happening more, but...
Is it pretty like scheduled in advance?
Yeah, I did. I mean, they got versus going to November, and they have like 3:30. Sometimes they change it, but it's really rare. Like the Sonic Colors they added last week or Thursday, but I can't even do it. So they're like, the two people told me they added Sonic Colors. I'm like, great, I can't do it.
Have fun.
Whatever. They only have like 6 people signed up for it.
Yeah, that's the last time they're gonna do it too.
Let's fucking figure it out. They added and didn't even know how. Like, they have Undertale tomorrow or today. They have Undertale today, and they're like, they asked the guy running it. His name's Attacking Toucans Tyler. He's the one that started the whole thing, the whole versus idea. And they asked, like, Tyler, how do you think Undertale's gonna go? I don't know. I don't even know. Is it a good game to versus? And it's going today.
He doesn't even know anything about it, too. That's crazy.
Well, I think he knows about it. I don't think he just doesn't know if it's good for. Sometimes they just do it like a test run.
Totally.
Like as they go. And
it's hard to tell with versus what it's.
But like, I can understand. Undertale seems like a game that might be a little bit harder to see if it's a runnable game, because I want to say the boss fights are a little structured.
Mm-hmm.
And then what is it? Puzzles?
That's pretty much it. Yeah. If you can memorize the puzzle orders and if you memorize the attack patterns of the bosses, it's really actual like speed competition, but at least has a high skill ceiling, I can imagine.
Oh my God. Before we move on, when I was doing SA2 as well, I was getting a lot of praise because I was like, I kept getting first a lot, and there was a lot of people like cheering me on in chats and being like, man, people are just fighting for second place here and stuff like that, because it's fucking, I have shit on the walls and stuff. It's, you know, I told people, it's like, I played this since I was 7 and I just play the story mode over and over again. I have 300 hours on Sonic Adventure 2 and the story mode takes like 2.5
maybe
every time. And that's just been playing that over and over.
Mm-hmm.
And there's some people that are like, I don't like this level, or I think I think the Knuckles levels are really, they should have done it this way. People, I'm like, where is all this slander? Why are we just hating on this game? People like, you experienced it. It was a lot of people didn't like Death Chamber, which is the Knuckles level in the pyramid.
Right.
I can understand that one. But it was a lot. It was a lot of hate on that one. And it's like, okay, fine. It had flaws, whatever. But then people were like, I don't like Security Hall. This level sucks. And well, they didn't say sucks, but like a lot of people were slandering on that one, which is the Rouge level with the time limit.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's not, guys, it's not that hard. Like, I beat it in a minute 15.
Yeah.
It's not that hard. The only thing that sucks is that sometimes your shit's in a door and you gotta press the switch. We need to stop. This is not that bad.
Yeah, it's a kid's game, guys. Skill issue, it sounds like.
Just like, please stop.
Yeah.
And there was there's like this one guy he's very opinionated, and he gets like, and I'm not going to name names because that's mean, but it's like, you can't negotiate. Like one of them, we were talking about Sonic Colors, and they were like, yeah, it's really easy, especially when every boss fight is like, you can beat it in 10 seconds. So I'm like, no, you can't. There's 2 where you could, but there's like 6, if we were just doing the planets, there's 5 boss fights.
Oh.
And 2 of them requires you to do a little platform segment. They play a little animation, they show up, and then you boost it, and then you repeat one more time. That's not 10 seconds. And there's another one that's on rail where you have to keep damaging the ship. That's not 10 seconds. And he kept being like, well, yeah, I don't know how long it takes you to go through that platform. It's just, listen, buddy, it's just not 10 seconds. They take time. There's time here. It's like, just understand that I'm not a Sonic purifier.
Yeah.
There's flaws in this game. I don't like...
Your criticism is just wrong.
I don't like the mech levels that much. They're not the best. But like in Sonic Adventure 2, it's still fun. They're still fun to be had. And I tell people, when people keep bringing this up, that they're like, oh, it sucks that you can only find one emerald piece at a time. I wish it was like SA1 where you can find all pieces at the same time. It's like, 1, these levels are not made for Knuckles. 2, you still beat the level with under 2 minutes if you're really good, even under a minute. 3, the hints give you exactly where they are if you find 3 of them. And 4, if you didn't play SA1, you wouldn't be talking about this. This is perfectly fine as it is.
That's crazy.
I'm really passionate about this because it's fucking a nothing comment.
Yeah. God, he's heard it all before. You gotta come at them with the video essay.
No, there's too many. There's too many on this game. That's just not necessary. And Knuckles and Rouge, I swear, are the most movable, playable characters. They move so fast. They glide so fast. You can move everywhere so fast.
Yeah, getting upset at one of their levels is a bonkers thing to do.
Wild Canyon is so small. Dry Lagoon, so small. Security Hall, so small. Immunity Herd, you just go up and down. Like, it's not that hard, people. It's not hard.
And I played it. Like, I can't help but agree. It's a fucking game. If you don't know exactly where everything is, then yeah, maybe you get lost. And then
there's
figure it out.
Almost during that I keep rambling. I'm sorry. On each of these verses, a lot of people just kept getting stuck on these treasure hunting levels.
Mm-hmm.
And like, you get 3 hints. The first hint, if you know, you know. The second hint is a little more clear, and the third hint is blatantly, here it is. Except in Mad Space where they lie, but even like in Mad Space, they tell you a hint backwards. They tell you a lie, which is just the opposite. If it's the lowest, it's the highest.
Mm-hmm.
And the third one is like, it's not in this location, which is a lie. So it is in this location. So it's still blatantly telling you. Why are you spending 5 damn minutes on these levels if you get 3 computers, it tells you?
Yeah. That's like a gambler's fallacy type of thing.
And sometimes it hurts. Like, somebody got eliminated on Death Chamber, and they're right there where the red is. They're right there. And they're just like, it's got to be somewhere here. And they're in the shadow to go to the wall where it is. The shadow is on the wall where they're on top of the shadow on the floor.
Yeah.
If you just walked a little bit with the shadow, it's right there. And I'm sure the hint said Sonic in the shadows or Chow in the shadows. It's not that. Please.
Use your brain.
That's the end of my ramble. And I'm really excited next time we get to play, because they have a system to where there's crowd control next time, which is going to be fun.
Oh, sick.
And 2, if you're really good at a game, they put you in these categories of like, I'm now D2, which I guess means that when you're D2, you got to do something extra to qualify.
Okay.
Which no one can figure out what that's going to be, but I think it's just like, get a Chow box, get the key, go to Chow, leave. Because that's a time waster, and these levels aren't that long. So if you need to do something, and that's in every level.
That's pretty cool. Very interesting.
But no one's, I'm constantly saying this, and people like, what if you just get like a bunch of animals in the level? Or what if you do this? I'm like, just get the Chow box, get the key. You'll be teleported, you leave, you show up, you leave. That's like, it may not seem like a long time, but 20 seconds in a Sonic game is a long time.
Mm-hmm.
Trust me on this.
Yeah. I mean, I know you don't really like to deal with the whole bureaucracy of it all, but I think you would probably be the best like reference person for that game if they would just listen to you.
Like, we had a test run, I got second place because I choked, and then we had this run where I got first place, and it felt justified. I redeemed my destiny, and
you hit him
like
with a suck
the whole time. Yeah, fuck you. The whole time, like, the host was just like, he's gonna win. Like, it was almost no debate. A lot of people were like, he's gonna win. Like, it felt justifying, but it's also like, don't hype me up, because I could fuck up again. And
we've all
just
choked.
like, there was some comment at some point where they were like, yeah, I think like you and maybe 2 other people are like the only Sonic players in the server.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, well, yeah, I grew up with these one. Like, I played Mario, but I wasn't like attached to Mario. Like, in this community, it's like they play Sunshine 5 times.
Mm-hmm.
They play Mario 64 5 times. They play Galaxy 4 times. And there's
Those are all big games.
But it's like, I get it.
Mm-hmm.
And people speedrun these games.
Yeah, like
there's
popular
speedrunners for these games.
Lots of tricks.
I feel so like obscure of a person in here.
Yeah, I get that. Even myself as a Mario fan, like I'm mostly a 2D Mario fan. I'm way out of my depth in most of those. Like Galaxy have played, but even the speedrunners, that's a long ass game. The speedrunner is crazy dedication.
Yeah, to also put it in perspective, again, we'll get to the haikus, I promise. Also put it in perspective, they had a knockout challenge, which was viewers, you submit whatever you want to what was it? It was like 30-star completion or something. 30 how much to get to the second Bowser? Do you know? Is it 30 stars?
I know there's a 16 and I know there's a 70.
Well, to get to the second Bowser door.
I don't know specifically.
Okay. Well, I'm going to say it's 30.
Yeah.
It's second Bowser door challenge. So you beat the second Bowser. That's your challenge.
Sure.
How you do it, you do it. But you have to, I know the requirement was you have to get this certain amount of stars, which I think is 30, and beat the second Bowser. That's all you had to do. I submitted a round that was like 28 minutes, which is good. It's like almost a star a minute.
Yeah, less than.
And doing the Bowsers. So that's some time taken on there. I'm in 12th in time.
Wow. Out of do you know how many people?
I think there's only been 25 submissions, but I'm 12th.
Right.
With 28 minutes. And I think the one that is in first place is under 20 minutes.
Nice.
And
this
what
is
I was seeing them
played before, but never speedran.
I speedran casually with the cat once years ago, but that was like to beat the game, and we don't know any tricks.
Totally, yeah.
And the person in first place is clipping through the lobby stairs to fight the second Bowser, and then collecting the stars.
Yeah,
and it's like I just can't keep up with these Mario games with this community. I can't do it, so I don't even apply it.
It's an older community, yeah, party and stuff like that.
I'm more excited for like they have the Crash games, the Spyro games, which some people are just like whatever. They're like, oh, that's fun, and then people they have Tony Hawk Underground 2, which is like awesome. If you had to pick a Tony Hawk game, it's 4 or the Undergrounds. That's your pick,
right?
Because they're mission based. That's awesome. And people are like, we're doing the Tony Hawk game, and I'm like, what?
Hell yeah!
You want to just play Mario forever?
Yeah, for real. Play something new.
So we're doing that, and to wrap it all up, I'm the big Sonic pusher in all these. Again, I push Sonic Colors because it's really easy to do. If you play the original one, you do that one. Sonic Rush, same round structure, easy. Hero, same round structure, easy. SA1 can be easy round structure if you really wanted it to. You could just do Sonic and Tails levels, and maybe Knuckles levels if you want. Easy round structure. Then you got, I did Shadow the Hedgehog, which is probably the hardest one I've done, which is do the neutral mode, then all hero missions, then all dark missions. But again, three things in each round if you do it that way.
Right.
So another 7 round structure, 3 things in each round, perfectly even. It's so easy,
it's
people.
Like poetry, it rhymes.
It's so easy, people.
It's just easy for him. He's just IQ leagues above all of the rest.
I'm surprised that like no one pitches these. Like, why does everybody want to play Frontiers? Is it because it was the recent one?
Maybe you're in a community full of babies.
I'm not. I'm not. If they're playing 64 and Sunshine and grew up with Sunshine and shit, like,
and those same people want to play Frontiers. That's weird.
I don't get it. But I'll maybe make a round structure on that, I guess. I'm just happy I have my own versus channel to where we can play games that we want. Like
what the fuck? Yeah.
It just like, I don't fucking play Rugrats and Pears versus.
Versus.
I think that's what also, by the time this comes out, you have seen him, the newest third head of Grim. I think that's what Grim likes about this channel too.
Yeah.
Is that we're not constantly playing these other games, and it's a lot more of a casual perspective of it.
Definitely. Yeah.
Just like, we're gonna play fucking Ratatouille 2006 on the Wii.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck, okay. Cool.
We've made the joke for Ratatouille 2006, like there's 13 different games on the Wii. Specifically that version.
Specifically.
Mm-hmm.
That's the end of my ramble.
Yeah. Shall we finally move on from the verses a little bit?
Yeah, we want to... You rambled for 30 minutes. Jesus Christ. We'll hit these haikus. We're going to do speed round haikus because we've ignored them or forgot them for the past 4 pods.
Don't know how that happened.
So we're going to do rapid fire haikus. You do a haiku, me, then you, then me.
Okay. We should do 2, basically.
Adam, you could put it into that mode now.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll just pull both of us on screen, and we'll just do rapid fire. Me, you, me, you, me.
Here we go. Samurai regrets missing all the haikus, bro. We will make it up.
yeah.
All right.
Okay, my turn. Sorry, I rambled. Versus is a lot to do. It's snowing on Mount Fuji. Haikus are harder.
Strong finish. Let the feelings out. Free your mind, body, and soul.
Oh!
Tasty little haiku.
All right. Let's bring it home. Bring it home. Let's bring it home. No, hold on. Let's bring it on home. I think I didn't number it right. Let's bring it on home. Get on to the funny book.
Ooh.
Cam, give me a page.
Yes.
Yeah. Best jokes ever book. Professionally tested jokes from people wanting funny made by my magic boss. You can buy it on Amazon for $5, or you can listen to me ramble it every 2 weeks. There is a that's a great transition.
That was great.
There's the first 100 pages are non-mature, and the second is mature.
I have a great idea. 575 haiku. Let's go with page. Add those up. 17.
17. Oh, okay.
Early page. Real early page.
Really in the earlies. You
should be all family friendly. Share this with your class.
You get 4.
Okay. Give me number 1.
Okay. That transitions from the last page, but it's mostly on that page.
Okay.
And you pick the longest one again.
I have a knack for that.
A priest walked into a barber shop in Washington, D.C. after he got his hair cut. He asked him how much it would be. The barber said, "No charge. I consider it a service to the Lord." The next morning, the barber came to work, and there were 12 prayer books and a thank you note from the priest in front of the door. Later that day, a police officer came in and got his hair cut. He then asked how much it was. The barber said, "No charge. I consider it a service to the community." The next morning, he came to work, and there were a dozen donuts and a thank you note from the police officer. Then, a senator came in and got a haircut. When he was done, he asked how much it was. The barber said, "No charge. I consider it a service to the country." The next morning, the barber came to work, and there were 12 senators in front of the door.
All lining up for a free haircut. Those greedy bastards.
That was kind of lame for me.
Yeah, like if he, it's not
there
really.
Sure was.
Yeah, they're. I guess senators are the ones that do it for you. Why couldn't have been the cops? It's just a random joke, I guess. But
it's professionally tested.
It's a good delivery. I feel like you could just swap out X with Y group, whichever one.
Yeah. Give me another page.
All right. If we're using 575 still, let me go with what is 107?
107.
Is that a 17?
We did that one. It had one joke and we did it.
Wow. Why did we do that page?
That's the first, I think.
Yeah.
No, maybe the second time.
We've hit a page like that before. It's bound, human nature. You're not really tuned for randomness. You're bound to say the same numbers. Let me think about 141.
141.
Skip ahead a little bit.
Mature page for you.
I know. I'm getting kind of mature.
Children, avert your eyes
and ears.
1, 2, 3.
2.
Okay. A long one here, buddy.
Yes.
I mean, they were all pretty long.
That's what she said.
All right. A guy walks into a bar.
I do that.
A guy walks into a bar and notices a very tiny man, about a foot tall, sitting on the bar playing a miniature piano. He asks the bartender about the little piano player, and the bartender hands him a genie lamp. He tells the guy to rub the lamp. The guy rubs the lamp, and the genie magically appears before him. The genie says, "Your wish is my command." The guy thinks about it and says, "I'd like $1,000,000. A puff of smoke fills the room, and suddenly there are $1,000,000 completely filling the bar. The guy looks at the bartender and says, "Hey, I wanted $1,000,000, not $1,000,000. The bartender says, "Do you think I wanted a 12-inch pianist?" Hey!
That's pretty good.
Genie can't. Genie dyslexic. Well, that was the best jokes ever professionally tested jokes for people who wanted funny, made by my magic boss, that you can find on Amazon for $5, or you can listen to me say some jokes every 2 weeks. Fuck that book.
No, that was a good joke. The last one. But yeah.
I have a 12-inch pianist.
Well,
let's get on to the next segment of Here's Watching Naruto. Let's see where he's at now.
I unfortunately told you last night that I don't think I've watched anything since we talked in 2 weeks. And it's a lot of things. Like, just been busy, been doing a lot of things. My girlfriend's birthday week, I said, I think earlier the pod is this week, so been doing some other stuff.
You think she'd want to watch Naruto on her birthday?
We actually have recently gotten really into watching Jeopardy.
Oh, really?
So
you'd love that.
I like Jeopardy a lot.
When you turn 40, you're gonna just be in the kitchen listening to Jeopardy and just like, what is Luke Skywalker?
Yeah, dude, it's kind of a jam, and like I'm not super competitive about it, but I think sometimes she is. Like, she really likes to play stuff like that. But we do watch a lot of that, and sometimes it's taking up the Naruto. So I do think, if I'm not mistaken, the last thing I saw was the last thing we talked about, which would have been like a fight with Gaara.
Naruto showed up to the Gaara fight.
Yeah, Naruto showed up.
And Orochimaru and the third Hokage is doing the.
They're still making each other come. I mean,
it's a finger wag.
Yeah,
the finger wag.
Yes. No, yeah. I am excited to see like the finale of that. Just been a lot of other stuff going on as well.
There has been news to Naruto recently, that we can talk about, I guess, to fill in the segment. That they've already gone under works on making a Naruto live action movie.
Wow, what the hell?
Kind of, I assume, in the same vein as the One Piece show, but a movie.
Sure.
And they're casting it right now, and the director of it is the person that just made the new Spider-Man.
Oh, interesting. That's kind of cool. I mean,
supposedly this isn't really a spoiler. It's just a neat little detail. Supposedly in the new Spider-Man, there's a Naruto poster.
Oh, that's sick.
So he's like, people are like, oh, he's really excited to do this.
Yeah, probably. I mean, that's cool. Does he have much other work? I haven't seen the movie. I don't know.
I'm not sure, but supposedly he's really good at choreography, fights.
Cool. Yeah, that would be excellent. And I would love to see that if it's kind of within, the spoiler region of what I've seen already. But
it'll start young.
Totally, yeah, I would expect. But like, how far would it go? Maybe past where I'm already at right now. I might need to catch up.
It might be a franchise thing like Sonic does, where it's one game at a time. Maybe it would be like more of a, because even if you make like a movie where it does the Zabuza arc and then the tuning exams, I feel like the tuning exams themselves is a movie.
Totally.
So you might need to do like, all right, here's the Zabuza arc, learn your shit. Because that's also a struggle, is trying to make a TV show into a movie.
What do you cut out? That's really powerful. But I was going to say, like, I think I was talking about this with Sydney. Probably last time we were watching it. But I was saying, I would love to see like an edited version of Naruto, probably after already watching it in its original version. That was like
cut up.
Not necessarily just cut out the filler. And I don't know if I've said this before, but like cut out any repeated line, cut out any repeated scene, cut out unnecessary lines, unnecessary pauses, make the dialogue and the fighting maybe flow a bit better in certain cases. And I wonder if the movie would just succeed in that pacing that I think I am a little more used to from like action movies and stuff like that.
But what would they cut out? Like, if you think of the whole Naruto bridge part in the Zabuza arc, whatever, I forget what it's called. I think it's the bridge or the something with the mist or whatever.
Yeah,
it's got a name that I'm not saying. What would you cut out? Do you want to keep the training scene with the trees? You're gonna keep everything on the bridge. You got to introduce Gato early. You got to have the first interaction of Zabuza there to show it off. I guess you can eliminate the first encounter with the poison people, but then that also shows off Kakashi's ability and then Naruto's resilience.
Yeah. I hear you.
Do you cut out the kid? Because you don't need the kid. Everything still kind of happens without the kid, but then you kind of eliminate everything that happens at the house.
Yeah, you would have to cut a lot if you're trying to cut certain characters.
Yeah, well, I mean, like the kid's problem. You can have the kid there, but you can like remove him
be an NPC.
Being a brat, a crybaby, and then his dad's lore.
Yeah, that's definitely, I would argue, removable. However,
but it also is like
it's part of the story.
Yeah, it's a push. It's a Naruto push.
Very much, yeah.
And it gets a less like if you remove that, he doesn't become a character anymore, and like the connection between him and Naruto doesn't exist.
I thought that it was incredibly meaningful. I think one of the bigger parts of the story for me.
Right, so, but it's something that can move on without it, but it would lose without it.
Yeah. In my like ideal version of this, all like no material, no story is cut. It's just like paced a bit better. Maybe like if they're doing a flashback, it's like, oh, we've seen this exact scene, make it a little shorter, or if they're saying the same thing in just two different ways, it's like, okay, maybe just make them say this line a little bit quicker, like little things like that. I wouldn't think it would happen too often, but it does happen when you're like watching an episode and it ends, and then you watch another episode and it's like, oh yeah, we just watched this scene and this shot and this shot. It's like, okay, if this was all strung together, how long would it actually be? That's like my
Well,
vision.
even with like, I'm sure they got to start at the exact same way they started with episode 1,
Mm-hmm.
where it's like he's a goofball, then he learns he can steal a scroll, and then he gets the scroll, he gets in this fight, Iruka saves him, he does the multi-shadow clone, and then he's crowned a ninja.
Yeah.
And it's like, I feel there's nothing you can really take out of
That's
that.
still like a 40-minute pacing in a movie. Yeah.
Yeah, where if you try to shrivel that up into 15 minutes, you say like, oh, this is Naruto kid, and he did a mischievous thing that he shouldn't have done,
Mm-hmm.
and he got the scroll. It's like Mizuki's not seen as a villain guy. Iruka, you don't have the connection with Iruka, so that part is like a little less meaningful.
Yeah.
Like it's either you include it or you skip it, and you just say like he's a ninja because of this thing.
One of the easiest like techniques you can do is just throw the character into the middle of the action. Like even if there's a story that exists beforehand, you're like, okay, we'll just start here because they can infer that, or if they're already a fan, they'll know that. And we can just kind of start where the action is happening.
Do we include the training?
Sure.
Where Kakashi says you passed? Do we even include that?
Mm-hmm. In a movie,
it's not necessary. It could be a montage.
Yeah, right.
But like where he's stuck on the post is like crucial. I think
there's a lot of huge moments in the little things like that, character wise.
You know, this is all based on the assumption that it's going to be under 2 hours.
Yeah, I was going to say very well could be long. I don't know anything about this, but it's definitely just a single like theater box office release, or is it just like streaming?
I just heard it was a movie. I can look up real quick, but I'm pretty sure it's a movie, and it says it's estimate to come out on 2028. But I'll
and they're still casting.
Yeah, well, the guy was working on the Spider-Man.
Well, yeah,
so I'm sure he had a thing to obligate here. 2028. Let's see. Destin Daniel Creighton, that was his name, the director, is beginning filming in the first half of 2027.
I don't know if we talked about that name recently, but I've heard that name very recently.
The dude directed The Brand New Day and Shang-Chi and is using the same fight coordinator from Brand New Day.
Well, I don't know that second one you said, but
Shang-Chi is another Marvel movie.
Okay.
People like it.
It's animated as well.
None of them are, no, they're live action.
Oh, okay.
They're all live action.
Okay, cool.
The Lionsgate movie. I don't know if that means anything to anybody. An open global casting call is underway to find core Team 7's trio. Yeah, well, it's a movie. That's what I wanted to look up. It is a movie.
Yeah.
So roughly an hour 45 to 2 hour movie.
Yeah, bigger, yeah.
It's going to be interesting what they have to do to make it a movie.
Exactly. Yeah.
By the end of Zabuza's arc, was that like 20 something episodes?
Mm-hmm.
Or is it?
Sounds like by the end, it would definitely be about that.
So that's 30 minutes in
like
between.
At least 16 to 20, yeah.
That's hard.
Yeah, even if they're like 15 minutes per episode.
Because it has to be in there. It has to be. For the first movie, it has to be.
That's probably all.
Nothing else happens.
It would have to probably just be through the Zabuza arc. Like, I don't know if you could fit much more. And I feel like the tuning exams seem a lot more cinematic the heightened climactic, moments.
And it's a lot easier to structure a movie for because a lot of the things that take time is a fight, which can be toned down a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, and like that kind of harkens to the point I made where it's like some fights maybe could be shorter. Some things you could cut, definitely, but I don't know.
The whole Zabuza arc has one fight off the bridge, and during that arc, one fight off the bridge, and then 2 fights on the bridge. And that's it. So you can't really cut time down on those.
Yeah.
It's just hard. It's going to be hard.
I'm very curious to see, though.
Me too.
I think if anything, like I'm excited that I don't think they can get through too much content, so I've probably seen most of it already. Like, I don't think it'll be spoiler heavy for me. At least I'd hope.
And I hope this becomes a franchise.
Yeah, I think
that can keep going.
Yeah. Depends on the reception.
Yeah. But at least we had something hard to talk about.
Yeah, I appreciate that. You have a couple of other random things that I've written down. Anything else you wanted to chat about?
Nothing pops in my mind. I haven't. I guess a viewer question. At this point, you've seen Grimm. Do you like Grimm? That's a viewer question. Thoughts on Grimm? There's going to be more Grimm.
Yeah,
Grimm is coming.
Let us know. He's coming. Yeah, show Grimm some love. I mean, if you really hate Grimm, let us know. We like Grimm, though. Very chill individual.
I know later on in the Halo game, he gets a little quieter because he's more tired. So
yeah,
this first impression might consider another first impression. But
yeah, they'll be around. Look out more.
Tell us what you think.
Please do.
Are you excited for more Grimm?
I am. Yeah, I'm excited for a couple of reasons. Like, there's going to be content that I'm not going to be a part of in general that I like watching new content. I already like our content. I would love to see videos like you and Grimm that, are just new videos on my feed that I get to enjoy. I also like the ideas of one of the individuals being more skilled in kind of being like a host while the other two are on a more even playing field, or maybe the host is really not skilled while the other two are on a more even playing field.
That sounds awesome.
I agree.
And when we do Kingdom Hearts 2, he loves Kingdom Hearts. So watching us both be dumbasses would be really funny. Like if he was part of the Kingdom Hearts 1 versus where you didn't know you could change a Keyblade, he would get so mad.
He would have to hold it in though. He was like, I can't tell him that he can do this.
I think he would tell you because it's such a crucial part in it.
Was it though? Because
I mean, it is, but it isn't because it
I was probably behind.
Stats.
Yeah. I was definitely taking longer to defeat things.
Yeah, but it'd be really fun, and having 3 people also in the dynamic of a versus does make it like more like, okay, this guy's really, if it's 2 people that are like one's way ahead with the other one, there's a part of you that's just like, okay, he's just gonna win. But if there's 3 people, there's always a middle guy, so it's like they can at least get second place. Or they can at least get
definitely. And there's more to root for. There's more to have fun with as a fan. I remember being a fan of like bigger content, like channels, bigger groups rather, where they would have 4 or 5 people versing, and you're like, oh my god, I like these 2 people kind of, so I would love to see one of them win, and either one has a chance at least, so I can kind of spread my favorings, which is fun. I think from a viewer standpoint, and we've talked a lot about like, it's nice to just have another head on the Hydra, but like specifically Grimm 2, I think there's a lot of great chemistry. I think he's super funny and has a great laugh and is just a great personality to add. And look forward to gaming more with him.
He's very yes and.
Yeah, which is fun. That's what we're all about.
There was something on my mind that I just completely dropped.
Drop it like it's hot.
Oh, he needs You need to give him a team name.
Oh, did we decide that now?
I don't. I basically gave you yours.
Yeah. I guess you don't get to decide.
And you've kept it. You didn't. You never changed it.
Yeah, I didn't realize I could. I guess.
And he was like, "Oh, that's very unfortunate for you."
Yeah.
I tried to ask him when we were doing one, and he's just like, I think he was thinking about it, and then he just didn't think about it anymore. Because after I gave him our names, he's just like, I don't know if I can come up with something as cool as those.
Hey, sweet. Yeah, you don't want to sell yourself too short, though. What immediately comes to mind is the Grimbo Bimbos.
Grimbo Bimbos.
But I don't know.
The Fizzy Puffs, Cam Cuzzlers, and the Grimbo Bimbos. I need mine to rhyme at this point.
But there's a lot there. The
Grim Reapers sounds like a sports team.
Yeah, I mean, that's so badass.
We're the Reapers.
The Reapers. Oh, it's just too cool.
Oh!
I'm sorry.
Sean Spear.
Jonathan.
No, he was $3.
Someday he'll be worth $4.
I got him at Ross.
Oh, sick.
Yeah.
The Grim Goblin.
Goblins. Tie it to something. What? Grim's such a odd name to use.
And I'll admit, I don't know if they have another preferred name, or if that's just like the only name they're known by.
They've used Grim most for what I've known them for. They even asked, like, during the Halo, they're like, so is there a reason you only used one M? And I was like, well, no one has a longer name than 4 letters. And he's like, okay, that's what I thought. Because it is GRIMM.
Yeah, right.
Don't need the other but I understand.
Yeah, I mean, that's a tasting. Technically, like, yours is a nickname too. You could spell it however you want it. Mine's a nickname. It's written there. I could have written it with a K if I wanted to.
Mm-hmm.
But some people actually have their names spelled with a K. So.
Plus, I've always kind of just shortened people's names by default. Like Isaiah's with
totally
Blazer, I was Blaze. Yeah. Magenta, I just called Mage.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I've always just shortened shit out.
Yeah. Which is chill. It's very Australian of you.
I've also all these names. I am Mage. Grime.
Grimbo.
I've been calling him nicknames too. Of like, I have Grimmy, and I also call him Grimgram.
Oh, that's cute. Grandma.
Grimgram. I think of him as a graham cracker.
I was thinking of grandma.
Hello. I like Kingdom Hearts.
Grimbo Bimba. Still, I think
Grimbo. What? God, no, they're Jinjos.
What is that? Am I saying a slur?
No, Jinjos are from Banjo Kazooie. They're the little colored guys you collect. Yeah, go Jinjo.
I'll take your word for it.
Grimbo Jinjo. Grimbo Jinjo.
Jinjo.
Himbos. Bimbos. That's right. Well, himbo. If you're a guy, you're a himbo. If you're a girl, you're a bimbo.
Yeah.
Grimbo, himbo, Grimbo,
bimbos.
All and Grimbos. He's both.
Yes.
Grimbo. I'll come up with it.
On that note, I'm gonna let it fester in your mind. Let the comment section breed and tell us more nicknames for Grim and his followers. But I think a couple weeks ago I mentioned that I got jury duty. And I was actually like fucking excited this time. I mean, like I'm always kind of like,
get some guy in the jail.
Yeah. Send you to jail. Straight to jail right away. I'm always like, oh, because I've never been on a jury. I'm like, I want to try it someday. I'll get paid as well. It's not a lot, but like, I'll try it out. But this time I went fully ready to like not give any excuses. And I show up. It's hot as shit. I park. I walk all the way to the courthouse. You know, check my items. There's like the metal detectors and shit. I go upstairs, all the way down to the other side of the building, and I go walk into the room that I've waited in before, and it's completely fucking empty. I'm like, I'm late. I'm like 2 minutes late. I'm like, where's everybody else? And there's one receptionist lady, and she's like, oh, hi. And I'm like, yeah, I'm here for jury duty reporting today. Here's my slip. And she's like, oh, yeah. So the jury was determined to not be necessary, and you've all been dismissed, and your service has been complete for the year. I'm like, okay. And I didn't learn anything about the case. They're just like, yeah, you're good to go. We'll call you next year, which I was kind of sad about.
Yeah, I can relate to this because the one I had that I was summoned for, I was kind of looking forward to it too.
Really?
Because I was just like, I want to at least know what it's like in the courtroom just one time.
I want to be like, Your Honor, that's crazy.
I want it when he gets evicted to jail, I'll slip him a get out of jail free card as he leaves. Just use this, man.
Just troll him.
But I've also seen shorts of it. Like the cat's mentioned that he's been out of jury duty because he simply told the judge, just being like, I don't really agree to this whole way of thinking, and like, I don't really care. And like,
totally.
And they just never called him again.
Yeah.
And, but I've also seen scenes of people just being like, they're walking into the reception and just being like, all right, who we putting in the jail today? I can't wait to put this guy in jail. Like, not even knowing, just like, that's how you not get picked.
Yeah. I can't wait to send a motherfucker to jail.
All right. Who we putting in the jail right now? Who's going in the A1? A1, baby. Let's aim for A1.
Guilty.
But it looks at least a little fun to try once.
Yeah, I would say
now that we're at that age of being like, oh, get more experiences on my belt.
Involve yourself, in your community. I think it's cool too. Sometimes it just is historical, and you end up being part of that history. Maybe your name's redacted, but like your quotes in a book somewhere, like where you said, Your Honor, that's crazy.
Your Honor, I think I speak for all of us in saying, this shit whack.
Type shit.
Put him in the slammer.
Yeah. Someday I'll get it. I've gotten out very easily. Like it's like you say, not hard. You can really just tell them, I don't want to. Like I really don't want to be here.
Want to.
And unless you're in like a really, really, really small town where they don't have any other options, or like your name is really late in the alphabet and they get to you last and there's no one left, then like you're probably good to just say whatever. I told them like, yeah, it would put me at a hardship to not be able to work because you don't get paid nearly as much as you probably would, unless your job gives you like jury duty paid leave.
Oh, they do?
Some jobs do. Some jobs do.
That's pretty cool. I've thought nothing of this Grim thing. Do you have anything else? Grim grinders?
Grim grinders.
I like that.
Grim job.
He had these eyes of wonder, like, I did it. Grim job. Oh, you're so right. How could it be Cam Cuzzler's a grim job? And then you just have the fizzy pups that are normal.
No, we have to come up with something. I'm realizing your name is not directly related
to the name. No.
To your name, like your nickname, which could open up the door, of course. But
I mean, if there's a time to change it, now it is.
Reapers would be like the actual good one.
The Grim Reapers?
Yeah, like that would be the actual good one.
It would be like, this sucks. Using my full government name. I like the Grim Grinders.
Yeah, I like that too.
Because he likes games where you grind.
Yeah, and they're grinding for his win. They're grinding for support.
You could change your name now.
Baby grind. Okay.
Cam Cuzzlers. Was a funny name that I gave you on the spot and has stuck around for 2 years.
We can retire it in the Fellas Hall of Fame. We can put that banner up behind me. And
hey, if the person running the verses can change their username from Attacking Toucans to his real name Tyler Cedarwall, I think we could change a government team name. Yeah.
Damn, that's crazy. Okay, let me see.
So we got the Grim Grinders. I hope he likes that. If not, we got the Grim Reapers in the back pocket.
Yeah, which I'll admit is not like too flashy. It's very on the nose.
Grim Grind.
Grim Grind. Grim Job.
My name is already like a team name. My full username.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's why I said Fizzy, because I was trying to keep that part.
I'm technically the one that's not using my username, but my username is very different from my name. But they could be.
I guess I just never referred to you as Shrimp.
Very few people do just call me Shrimp. Like some people do. Like Eduardo will occasionally. Some people did a lot more in high school. But yeah, like they could be little shrimps.
Little Shrimp?
I might have to think on this. I've never even considered it an opportunity. It feels harder than coming up with someone else's name. It feels more personal, maybe.
Yeah, maybe you can come up with mine. I could come up with yours.
This might still work as long as it's not guzzling cum.
You got to give it. You got to also think of it like the Mario sports baseball teams. Like you come up with the name and then they give you like
Survivors.
This one. Yeah, yeah. I mean, you can cut in betweens until we actually think of something. This is going to be our last thing to think about before we stop the pod.
Thinking about kickers as well, because that's like the other part of my username.
Cam kickers?
Cams kickers.
Like a can?
Like the cam kickers? Like the can? You know what I mean? Cam.
I'm thinking like a tin can.
Yeah,
Kick the can.
Kick the cam. Kicking cam.
Cam kickers. They all kick you to be part of the team.
Yeah, that's great for me.
Very Can supportive. I be part of your team? Sure. Yay! I've been initiated. Camcorders?
Camcorders? That's not bad. It just kind of sounds nice. It really rolls off the tongue, honestly. Camcorders. I like that.
And you could say camcorders, like a night.
Oh.
It's your quarters.
Like living, sleeping quarters, yeah. Or like quarters, like the coin.
Camcorders. Or camcorders. It sounds like I'm saying the same thing.
Mm-hmm. Let's see.
It's a double alliteration. You got the camcorder, so it's like a group of people, but then you have the camcorders like it's a recorder, and you and it's alliteration. And his name is Cameron. And
his name is Cameron. And he's really awesome. And he's cool.
And he's a fella, and he's been a fella since the beginning. And he's a part of the Hydra head. And his name's Cameron, and he records things. And
it smells like grass.
Hell yeah, we got the fucking people outside.
Yeah, I kind of like camcorders, but might think on it. I'll get back to you. I'll send a company-wide memo with an update.
Send me an email with an attachment being like, cam guzzlers are gone.
The cam guzzlers are dead. Rest in peace.
Not like we like merchandise. Be a cam guzzler.
I don't think we can sell that. Unfortunately.
And then for me,
it's hard to like.
Sorry, slushies. Slushies. We gotta do the there's this thing called Voice Choicer.
Yes. Yeah, we could do that.
It's $5.
Really?
I guess you gotta pay. But it's not a Steam thing. It's like you pay on a website.
Oh, okay.
$5.
Not bad.
I assume it's unlimited of like what you can use.
We can probably share the account even and reuse it.
Yeah.
That's cool. We definitely should do that. Maybe give us ideas on what we should do with it.
Camcorders, Grim Grinders.
I mean, the Sody Pups is already so great. You're using Fizzy Pups right now, which I think is also like...
But that's just my name.
Similar. I agree. I think it just is good as like a team name as well.
Is there like a name for a group of dogs? Pack?
Sody Pack?
Oh, Sody Pack!
Pack of Sody!
A pack of Sodies!
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Can I get a 6-pack of Sodies?
Yes, dude. Sody 6-pack. Because you only have 6 fucking fans.
Like I'm 12 and a 24.
Yeah. Depends on where you go. Costco, fucking 60 pack.
Sody pack.
Sody pack.
The only non-alliteration one. Unless your quarters are Q.
Yeah, but even still the sound.
The Sody packs, the Grim Reapers, and camcorders.
Yeah, to be determined if I change that. I like how it sounds though. I don't know what it is about it. Like people that are recording, even though we're recording, but people just, oh my gosh, there goes Cam, and they're with their phones.
How would you spell it?
I think straight
Cord.
up chord, CORD, is like how it sounds to me.
Camcorders.
Like what you would call a video cam.
Yeah,
exactly. Yeah.
Camcorders.
Definitely.
Okay, so that is official's new names.
Yeah,
until
official.
So we'll give Grim Reapers, unless he doesn't like that. Then it's Grim Grinders.
Grim Grinders. If he doesn't like that, he's getting a grim job. No, it'll probably be something else.
By the time you watch this, I'll ask him, and it'll be on the little TV. He chose this one.
Nice.
Wow!
Good for him and them and the people that were watching who want to join that group.
So we got Grim Grinders / Grim Reapers / Grim Job. We got the camcorders, and we got the Sody pack.
Mm-hmm. I think that's so much like flows so well.
Great. We got no team logos or nothing.
Not yet.
Not yet. What the fuck with those? It's just a piece of shrimp on a fucking video camera. And then you got the Grim Reapers, which is just fucking stock image of a Grim Reaper.
It's just the billion man guy.
And I already actually have a drawing of my soda can. Me as a soda can.
So that's cool.
I already have that.
There you go.
Just a pack of those.
Brilliant. Well, this is a pleasant brainstorming session.
Right when the gardeners started.
Yeah. Cool. Is that coming through?
No, it doesn't look like it. But this has been episode 45 of the Hydra Link podcast with you, me, and the other guy. Thank you for joining us for 45 of these. We got 5 more, and we will have hit 50.
Which means we're going to be celebrating by blowing up the channel with a nuke. It's going to be the biggest nuke. No.
Biggest nuke. I did a thing.
I like where the podcast is going, honestly. I love the new background, the setup. And I think after 50, there will surely be 50 more.
And to reiterate, even though Grim is another fella, the core of this podcast is me and Cam. Cam will never not be here unless something tragically happened.
Yeah, it would be like a one-off thing.
So it's primarily me and him. Grim, I think moving forward, Grim is going to be in the 2 verses we have. One will have Grim, one will have Cam, and maybe one will have both. But either way, one of the verses will have one or the other.
Yeah, once a week you'll likely see at least either of us.
And you can't get rid of me.
No, he's here way too much. He's put in the hours. You should be the grinders.
The one-offs will be either or.
Mm-hmm. Or all 3.
And the playthroughs can be either or all 3.
Yeah.
So it's all there.
Yeah, and so much will change hopefully for the better, just being that we can do more with more people. We can have more fun ideas thrown into the mix, and we can come up with things that we couldn't do with just 2 of us.
And the option, if one's not there, the other one can do it.
Yeah, that'll help a lot, especially with work coming up, with me getting sick as often as I have been without figuring out why. And yeah, just like getting in the way.
Even like Grim was a last minute choice in the beginning.
Yeah, and we're so lucky for him to have cared enough to stick around.
Yeah.
Super, super cool guy. I hope you guys enjoy the content with him and really stick around. The Halo versus is by far my first or second favorite versus we've ever done. It's
really,
it was a lot of fun, just even throughout all the difficulties. And I think the ending is marvelous. I hope people.
What goes up there with it?
Like that's what I'm thinking of is I can't say there's one that's like, oh, that's definitely, we've talked about this recently. I can't say one right now that's like, oh, that was definitely my favorite. So that's why I'm tempted to say, oh, this might have been my favorite.
Just because of recency bias.
Definitely, right. But if I thought about it more, there might be another one, but it could be 2 if I thought about it more, is what I'm saying.
I think mine doesn't reach that heights because of how many mishaps we've done.
There's a lot.
So, but I am really looking forward to the next couple.
Mm-hmm.
Those feel like so much fun.
More fun to come.
And
I mean,
it is.
Yeah.
And I hope you've been liking the lifeline system. They have made it a lot more spiced up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's going to evolve and going to make it more fun for us too. And I think it was always an intention. I'm glad that we're finally doing it more frequently.
Yeah.
Same with the punishments as well. Always open to ideas and feedback on that kind of stuff too. If you guys have cool ideas for lifelines that are like applicable across games, or if you recommend a game and want to recommend lifelines,
we always listen. Sorry, I'm sorry. We always listen to feedback. There's not been, maybe there's been one because it's been missed, but there has not been one comment that has been ignored.
Of course, yeah. We love to see it. We love the interaction. Please let us know what you thought of this video and every video. Smash the bell.
We'll see you on Monday
with the verses.
Goodbye.